Greetings, Vac fans. By viewer request, I have a 1996 Kirby G5. And I do like that kind of dark, reddish, purplish wine color. I like it much better than the G6 just from an aesthetic standpoint. But this is essentially the same machine as all the earlier G series. And one thing that kind of gets me is that you notice, I'll point out that's missing, there's no brush roll light on either side. And somehow Kirby's infinite wisdom, they decided to go ahead and remove the light. Later on, they added it back in, but what a ridiculous thing to actually do. You had a light in the G3 and G4. You definitely had a light in the entire run of the G6, as far as I'm aware of, but for a year or two, they didn't have one in the G5, and they had to add it in later. So this is an earlier model from '96 that doesn't have the light. This is my favorite mechanism, belt lifter mechanism. I really like this mechanism. It's very easy to use. It's got a little notch right here. Hardly any strain or pressure to go and use this. This is my favorite there. I have several different brush rolls I can use in this machine. And for today's whole house cleaning, I've chosen the soft oblique brush roll. So this is the oblique brush roll, but it's the soft one. It's not the stiff one. Of course, you can put in whatever brush roll you like. You can even put in the brush roll from the G4 if you like a more chevron style. And it's a new one. Belt's in good shape. I got this at a Goodwill about a year and a half ago for $9 US. And what it needed was a new handle back assembly. This part was snapped off. And I've seen several G5s since I got this one, and every one of them had this lower hook snapped off. So it must have been a common thing. So I think I've given you a good look here. It's obviously got the square handle. It's very easy to use. We have, whoops, let's see what we have here for the bag. We've got the black early style HEPA bag in here, all nice and fresh. Doesn't look like it's ever been used that I remember. And, oh yeah, that's right. There was a factory screw back here. Rather than the plastic little turn knob that you would actually have, that you could, well, use your thumb and your forefinger with, this one actually came with a factory screw, because I guess they figured, well, if somebody put a coin in, they're going to have a screwdriver, I suppose. And this one is a little unusual. After polishing the commutator, from the nozzle head spinning, bag, brush roll going, and whatnot, I'm looking at 125 CFM with this one. It's just a tiny bit more than my other G series, just a little bit. And maybe that's because this bag is a little fresher. Maybe that's because the commutator's polished to a little tighter tolerance. The motor has a little less wear, whatever. It's just a little bit extra airflow than the normal 120 to maybe 122 CFM of most of my older G series, and also my Heritage 2 Legends. They run right around 120. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get whole house cleaning with this. Okay, let's take a look at the carpet lines. And as you can see, my footprint over there. But other than that, there really aren't any. It's just a giant wide swath. Even where there should be a line of shame, can't really see it. So pretty nice. So if you like that kind of look, and I do, this works. Okay, that finishes the second floor. Now down to the first floor. those that requested the Kirby G5. There you go, whole house cleaning. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.